Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Saints at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Cousins.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets it retrieved. It's 3rd down.
Man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, and they can come down with it.
Offensive, that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
This defense for the Saints, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
But not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they like to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with the W.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Second and 6. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and push their way out of it, but occasionally,
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Houston.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
It's not a huge breakaway, but if your starting running back finishes the game and averages a 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Touchdown, New Orleans! And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He will not be denied.
Trying that one up the bell with the no gas because they certainly tried to settle the handle, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No extra words for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They go play action. Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but nope.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A second down throw for Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Cousins now from the 50. He finds his man, complete.
That's Houston. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and third. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hardy. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And I think the ball's out.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll drop to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings' defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Kicking my feet on that one. He's getting close to breaking that one down, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jalen Reagor, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog, all fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down.